What is up, 4D fam, and welcome back to the channel. And guys, back with our guy, Not Just Bikes. And today, I seen your comments, and y'all was telling me, hey, he got a video talking about the stop signs because I did a video over just the walking, the sidewalks and stuff like that. And now we finna see why stop signs suck, and we should get rid of them. And for me, I know I told you in the last video, I do that roll and go, that stop sign, because sometimes they be placing the stop signs where you can't even see the road. You can't even see if a car coming. Then most times those stop signs, it be like sometimes stop signs, it just be in the wrong place. It's like, there shouldn't be a stop, maybe a yield to just watch and see. But we finna check it out. Hey, y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Send down your recommendation. Also, we have a way. If you want to donate, support the channel, link will be below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Let's jump right into it.
One thing I really don't miss about Canada is stop signs. Putting stop signs everywhere is a sign of failure. It's the road design equivalent of we've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Nobody completely stops at stop signs. Not cyclists, not drivers. This guy doesn't even bother to slow down. Stop signs are notoriously inefficient. After a string of police ticketing, cyclists in San Francisco staged a protest where every cyclist came to a complete stop at this stop sign. The queue of bicycles and cars stretched several blocks down the street. But stop signs aren't just inconvenient for cyclists, they're actually less safe. Many cities allow cyclists to yield at stop signs, and studies have been published about the results.
See, a yield sign. Yield is necessary because at least if we just go on a roll and go on a stop sign, it might as well just be a yield sign.
This study found 14% fewer crashes. And this one found that when crashes do happen, they result in less serious injuries.
Dang.
So why does this happen? Well, just like people walking, people on bicycles are vulnerable road users, which is the problem when you take laws for cars and try to apply them to bicycles. For example, bicycles are extremely slow to get going from a complete stop. Look at how long I'm in this intersection if I yield at the stop sign. Less than 2.5 seconds. Now look at the same crossing if I come to a complete stop.
Hey, it took them longer. Look at that. Took them even longer. And then, you know how hard it is? Like, growing up, we didn't always have those bikes with, like, the brakes on them. So sometimes we had to slide our foot on the ground. And it messed up our shoes. And don't let us be riding bikes with no shoes on. Whew. Scratch up your feet, scrape up your feet.
Almost 6 seconds. That's over twice as much time in the intersection, and that's just the time to cross this little Dutch junction, not some American monstrosity. During that crossing, I'm moving so slowly that I'm a sitting duck for any driver who's not paying attention. Cars have blind spots, like this A-pillar right here. This is the reason why stop signs exist, because cars are dangerous, and a driver's view can be obstructed.
Yeah.
Can you spot the cyclist? She's right here, behind the elephant. Bicycles don't have blind spots, which is why there's no difference in safety to other people if a cyclist doesn't come to a complete stop. So why do so many cities keep doing something that is inconvenient, inefficient, and less safe? Well, there's a good reason. You see, those are the rules, and some people made those rules, so people need to follow the rules because the rules are meant to be followed. Any questions? In the Netherlands, the concept of a stop sign was first introduced in 1941 by the German occupation.
I think when it comes to stops, if it's like bad, like I know down here, there were like places where there used to be stop signs and they changed the stop signs and just put street lights because it was just too much traffic. And street lights, I feel like it made it better, but now it's stopping everyone. Streets that we used to just be a one way, no stop or nothing. Now there's a street light. So I feel like that's more necessary than a stop sign. A stop sign just stops everything. Like, you don't want to have to go one by one and stuff, especially if it's a four intersection lane.
Force. However, this first version included a yield triangle and didn't require a complete stop if there was no cross traffic. So if you think people should stop at a stop sign in all cases, you are literally more extreme than the Nazis.
They didn't even stop.
Today, the Netherlands is famous
it.
for road safety, and yet Nazi signs, I mean stop signs,
They ain't even stop. They looking right at the yield sign at this point because they not stopping at all. I remember the police down here. The police used to get you for doing a roll and go. I think now they don't care either. They be going over. They be going fast on the stops. They be going past the stop signs too.
are very rarely used. This is true for many other European cities as well.
They just
Paris, a city of over 2 million people, used to have only one, but it was stolen so often that they stopped replacing it in 2013. They're mostly gone from Brussels too, but there they still have these stop sign traffic light things. Belgium. Anyway, here's what Dutch junctions look like. Some junctions have priority markings with shark's teeth. If they're pointed towards you, then you need to yield to traffic on the crossroad. This is a typical junction in a residential area. In this case, whomever is on the right gets priority. When speeds are low enough, stop signs become unnecessary, but this is only possible with proper traffic calming. This junction has several elements to ensure slow speeds. The road is brick, which increases road noise, and the road is relatively narrow, too. And most importantly, the entire junction is raised up like one big speed bump to slow down cars, even if the driver isn't paying attention. When a minor street intersects with a priority street, a continuous sidewalk is used. I have a whole video about continuous sidewalks that you should watch if you haven't already, because they're the best thing ever.
I already checked it out.
The most important part is the ramp is far back from the junction, which ensures a driver will be moving slowly with no signs required. This may seem chaotic to people used to rules and signs, but this arrangement forces slow speeds and forces people to pay attention.
Hey, I was watching One Tree Hill. They said rules are meant to be broken. Some things that shouldn't be. Stop sign, I prefer a street light because at least many more cars can go at a time. And then too, like, it just depends because, you know, sometimes there's the little signs, the signals, it'll tell that person to wait before crossing the street. I haven't seen any of those, I noticed. Like, it'll let you know, like, if you need to stop, then it'll let you know that you can walk, and they give you like 20 seconds to walk. And other places like New York, I know down here we have it, but nobody really walks a lot down here. But like in like major cities where I'm from, like Dallas, Houston, and all that, they have the little crosswalk, little signal lights underneath the street lights. So
one of the problems with human psychology is that people can focus too much on the sign. I stopped, so I can go now. But it's not the stopping that's important, it's yielding the right of way. These rules focus the driver on the rule that's actually important. Of course, there are roundabouts too, and I'll make a whole other video about them someday. They are well known for being safer because of their slow speeds and the fact that cars never intersect at a 90-degree angle, resulting in less serious crashes. Though roundabouts are usually used in place of stoplights rather than in place of stop signs. So when should a stop sign be used? Well, at junctions with poor visibility, where it would be safer for a driver to stop.
Not stopping.
Like this one. But this junction is also marked with zigzag lines, the word stop on the ground, and a speed bump.
That's too much.
It's nice to not have stop signs, but it's especially nice when cycling.
It's bad when you have to put like a speed bump, all these different signs just for people to stop. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Shouldn't have to.
Because it makes it possible to take an entire trip without stopping. It's really time for other cities to get rid of stop signs. First for bicycles, and then, as the roads are redesigned to be as safe as the Netherlands, for cars as well. But for now, I'll leave you with some more scenes of life without stop signs.
Just rolling. Yeah, they just rolling around. And nobody got hit. Nobody fell off their bike or anything, you know. Everybody's able to walk it. What in the world? What type of bike was that? But yeah, I feel like some places, stop signs not necessary. Maybe a yield, or if there's a stop sign, like, just put it at the right place, because people are not stopping. It's a roll and go. I do the roll and go depending on the intersection, depending on if the police are around, because the police will stop you, give you a ticket for running a stop sign. and nobody's around. I've seen it happen many times. It happened to me in high school. I just went past the stop sign just a little bit, just a little. They gave me a ticket. Well, they didn't give me a ticket. They gave me a warning for just going past the line. Like, you supposed to even get behind the line, but you can't see nothing coming. Like he says, cars have many blind spots. Can't see too much, you'll miss a lot. But definitely good information. Stop signs do suck. Sometimes maybe it's just worth getting a street light if it's like major traffic or something. Then let me know in the comments if it's like, if you like, this is convenient, it's very, very normal. And let me know, because I mentioned those little signals, like the traffic light signals with like the walking and like stopping and all that stuff. I didn't see any of those type of signals. So, but which is good if there's not too many stop signs, street lights and all that stuff. Yeah. But guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in, staying this long if you did. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hey, send down your recommendations. But that's all I have for this video. You guys, y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.